Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel and I hope 2018 is treating you all well. Today's video is going to be on layering recommendations for winter and I have 3 recommendations for you guys. So if you like layering recommendations videos and you want to see what combos that I love, then keep watching. Now, whenever I do these layering videos, I like to have them be really special. I don't like them to be just like out of the box, exactly what you would think combinations. I know in my spring video it seemed like that, but I'm trying to think of fragrances that when you layer them together, they become very special, a little bit different, unique, and perfect for the season. So with these specifically, these are the ones that I've worn together that I've really loved layering them together. They work really beautifully in cold environments, and generally overall, when you layer them together, it makes them something extra special. So I have 2 evening recommendations and 1 everyday daytime recommendation. So let's start off with the everyday daytime recommendation. Now you're gonna see a lot of very heavy, sweet fragrances. Most of these fragrances are unisex, but these combinations tend to lean more on the feminine, sweet, syrupy, gourmand side. So if these aren't the type of fragrances you like, I'm really sorry. So the first one for a daytime recommendation is one of my favorite fragrances to just layer with anything, and it's Molecule 1. Now this is a fantastic fragrance. On my skin I pulled like pencil shavings and straight cedarwood floors, and it works really well to kind of create a more unisex vibe in fragrances, specifically if they're a little bit more sweet or they're a little bit more floral and you kind of want to beef them up a little bit. So what I really love to mix this one with is actually Rose 31 from Labo. Now this is kind of like a peppery, woodsy rose fragrance, and it's really nice, and there's something about this fragrance that I just, like, I can't get enough of. I absolutely love it. But if I wanted to be a little bit more not rosy, a little bit more woodsy and a little bit more robust for colder environments without losing the sparkle and without losing the composition of this fragrance, Molecule 01 is fantastic. It gives it a little bit more oomph, it gives it a little bit more lasting power on the skin, and it makes it a little bit more appropriate for cooler weather. So for a daytime fragrance that you can wear pretty much anywhere, it's good for professional environments, it's really good for casual, it's really good for more formal daytime environments. You could even wear this at night if you wanted to. I think this is a fantastic combination. Next up is a combination that is really sweet, really syrupy, and I think is so special. Both of these fragrances on their own are absolutely fantastic. They stand alone, they're really powerful, they're cult favorites, and generally overall you don't need to layer these, but if you layer them together you get something that's really magical. At least I think it's really magical. And we have Oud Bouquet from Maison Lancome, and this is the newer reformulation, so I'm going to be referencing this formulation for it, but it would work for the older formulation as well. And from Taurville, Rose Flash. This is a beautiful mix of praline and rose and oud, and it's just really delicious and sweet and syrupy and just absolutely fantastic on its own. But if you're a rose lover and you want something a little bit more smoky and a little bit more powerful in the rose department, but you don't want it to borderline on jammy, this is a fantastic fragrance to add to this. It is so gorgeous. It really amps up the rose because I think the rose is in equal partnership with the sweet syrupiness of this and the oud. But if you really want that rose to kind of be center stage and to really back it up with something a little bit smoky, but you don't want to miss that beautiful, delicious praline that this has, Rose Flash is a winner. This is so good. I've tried this with Calligraphy Rose. I've tried this with other jammy rose like Evening Rose, Dior from Erin, and also, what was the other one? Midnight Rose from Lancome, their fragrance. And for some reason, Rose Flash, the incensey rose in this just pairs gorgeously with this. It is so ridiculously sexy and delicious and just so, it's like, I can't even like put into words how gorgeous this combination is. But you have to be a rose lover. You really have to be a rose lover, and you have to like really sweet roses for this to work for you. But I love it, and I think they're great. And because it's so rich, and because it's so sensual, and because it's so sexy, this works so beautifully in cooler weather, especially if you're trying to make an impression with your fragrance. I think this is an unreal combination, and if you have the opportunity to try them together, definitely check them out. I think they're great. Last and certainly not least is this one will be a little redundant, and you're gonna be like, what? And hear me out. Hear me out. I promise there's a method to my madness. Yes. Layering Baccarat Rouge 540 Eau de Parfum and Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait de Parfum. Now, I've done a variety of videos on this. I've reviewed this, I reviewed this. I did a comparison video with Carlos and Tina. I will link that video below where we talk about the differences between these two. And to be perfectly honest, if you had to choose between one of these, I really think this is the best one to purchase. It's cheaper, it's louder, it makes a fantastic impression, and it's really, really gorgeous. But this one is really beautiful. Now, the reason why I like layering these two together is if you love Baccarat Rouge, I think that this is like kind of like Voltron, or like Wonder Twins, or you know, anything where two people come together that are really strong and powerful on their own, and then when they come together it's just kind of like a mega force. And I feel like that's what these two do. You get the ridiculously loud, filling a room, sitting on your skin for like 15 hours, like making an impression fragrance of the Baccarat Rouge. And then you have this fragrance right here, which is a little bit more intimate, a little bit more alluring, a little bit more molten sugar and less bright burnt sugar. To me, it's a little bit more sensual and more intimate. But actually, when you layer these together, you get the best of both worlds. It's like, well, it is Baccarat Rouge squared, but it actually amplifies the sexiness of Baccarat Rouge, and it actually makes it have a little bit more dimension. Sometimes with people with Baccarat Rouge, they might only pick out one or two of the notes. They might only really get the straight candy. Maybe they just get a little bit of the burnt sugar, or maybe with the extrait, they really are hitting on the almond note. But when you layer these two together, it gives it a lot more dimension, it gives it a lot more complexity, and it really creates a wow factor. So if you're looking for a fantastic fragrance to wear out, if you're looking for a sexy fragrance to wear for a very romantic evening, or if you're going to an event and you want to make an impression, I guarantee you this will make an impression. This on its own will make an impression, but backed with this will create something really special. And so if you like Baccarat Rouge, I think this combination is perfect. And because it's really loud, because it's really sweet, because this is kind of more of a molten caramel, you really appreciate the impact this fragrance has in colder weather, which is why I think it's perfect for the winter time. So those are my recommendations for winter layering combos. Again, these are just my recommendations based off of my opinions and personal taste. They might not work for everyone, but I figured I'd share them with you guys because I think they're really special. If you guys have your own winter layering fragrance recommendations, please let me know in the comments section below. I love trying out what you guys recommend, so definitely let me know your favorites. Or if you've tried this or you think these aren't good picks, you can let me know I'm wrong too. That's totally okay. As always, guys, if you like fragrances like this or videos like this, that's what I meant to say. Remember to give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing videos like this. And also don't forget to subscribe because it's free and I'm free. And I put out new videos every Monday through Friday and sometimes on the weekends as well. So I'll always have something for you to watch. In any case, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy and have a great day, month, year, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye!